just like today. It was cold outside, and Maddie couldn't wait to come in from the cold. You know, he took off his coat and he said to his mom,
"What a fine day to make gingerbread."
Maddie's mom gave him a smile, and they got out the bowl and their favorite recipe, and they measured and they mixed and they rolled out that dough and shaped it into the shape of a gingerbread boy. And then they popped it in the oven together. What did the recipe say? Bake a full 8 minutes.
No more, no less. Do not keep the recipe red.
Now Maddie listened to the clock. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Ooh, just couldn't wait any longer. Maddie just wanted to take a little peek, and when he did, out popped a gingerbread baby who pranced around the bowl and sang,
I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can.
oh my gosh, that gingerbread baby ran around the kitchen, and the mom and Maddie both trying to catch, and they tried to catch, but oh no, they couldn't catch her.
Oh no, catch that gingerbread baby.
Just then, Maddie's dad came in, and as Maddie's dad walked in, who should, what did he say?
What's that delicious smell?
That gingerbread ran right down through his legs and out the door. And into the yard he ran, where some tabby cats twitched their tails and ran after that gingerbread.
Meow, meow. Come back here, gingerbread baby.
Oh, the gingerbread baby ran up toward the fence, and several dogs caught a whiff of that tasty gingerbread, and they raised their heads. They called after the gingerbread.
Run, gingerbread baby.
Maddie went back inside and heard his mom and his dad yelling, and the cats meowing, and the dogs barking, and that gingerbread baby just laughed and sang.
I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can.
Well, meanwhile, the gingerbread baby ran on down the path to the barn, where there are some goats chomping on their hay. They took one sniff and bleated out to that gingerbread baby.
I want to taste. Meh, let's go for a cake.
But the gingerbread baby was way too fast, jumped over their backs, ran down the town. As he got closer, he came to a well where there were two girls who looked each other in the eye and knew they had a plan. Martha said,
Hello, gingerbread baby. Would you like a drink of water?
and they tried to grab that gingerbread baby, and Madeline yelled,
We tricked you.
but then they both yelled,
Ow!
that gingerbread baby reached out, pulled their hair, and ran on singing,
I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can.
Now back at the house, Maddie had an idea. He got out that recipe and mixed and rolled out some dough. He shaped it and put it into the oven to bake for 8 minutes. And the clock started to tick. Now the gingerbread gingerbread traveled along down the road, and oh my goodness, he saw a farm wagon. He jumped inside and he settled right next to the mama pig. Oh, that smell of the gingerbread was just too much for the pigs. They tossed that gingerbread up in the air, and they said,
"Yum, yum, in my tum, tum."
oh, but instead of a gingerbread, they got themselves a big bump on the nose, and they yelled,
"Ow!"
The farmer turned when he heard that noise and smelled the delicious smell and said,
"What smells so good?"
the horse smelled it too. They whinnied and they said, oh, but that gingerbread just giggled and sang,
I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pear. If you want me, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can.
Now that gingerbread was feeling quite smug about having been able to outrun everyone. Here it was. He saw everyone standing up, running after him, getting closer and closer. Oh no, he came to a bridge. He was trapped. He only had one thing left to do. He was going to have to jump into the river. There was ice bobbing along and he literally jumped right into that icy cold water. But fortunately, he landed on some ice and she said,
Look at me, I'm the best gingerbread baby running free.
well, as the gingerbread was coasting down, little did she know when her toes started to get cold and she jumped out, there was a fox who was sneaking up behind and was smacking his lips because it smelled so good. What did it sound like? Oh no! As soon as the gingerbread baby heard those lips smacking, she ran as fast as she could, and she ran all the way over to the milk cart. And that's when the milkman started to hear something in the can.
Who's rolling in my milk?
But the gingerbread, she just laughed and said,
I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pear. If you want me, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can.
Well, the gingerbread baby was ready. She leaped out when that milkman opened his lid and ran off with everyone close behind. The gingerbread baby could see everyone was coming. She ran right into the forest, but wait, what's this? There was a surprise. The gingerbread baby saw a familiar, wonderful little gingerbread house. She couldn't believe it. In the middle of the clearing, frosted with sugar, covered with candy, doors wide open, and she ran inside. Everyone was running quick, but Maddie had a plan. Oh, they were running. And soon came to the clearing, and all they saw were some little crumbs. Everyone said, oh no! And Dad said,
baby's all gone.
And the mom said,
what do we tell? Oh no, let's go home.
and they all went back, disappointed they didn't get to have a tasty treat. And when Maddie's mom and Dad returned, they told Maddie about the sad news.
Sorry, Maddie. The gingerbread baby got away.
But all Maddie could say was,
too bad.
because Maddie could hear a tiny voice inside the house singing,
I am the gingerbread baby, lucky as can be, to be living in a house at